Welcome. In this video, we will talk about soilless farming. Soilless culture, as the name indicates, growing of plants or crops without soil. In traditional farming techniques, soil has always been crucial to grow plants. But as we came to know that soil only acts as supporting medium and the nutrients are dissolved in water and this water is attached to soil particles. Thus, in traditional farming, a lot of water is wasted which can be utilized for different purposes. In traditional farming, plants develop a huge root system which helps them to reach the water table so that they can absorb water, and in this water the nutrients are dissolved, and then the plants with the help of capillary action take up the nutrients which are mixed in water. Thus in this process plant waste a lot amount of energy. If plant get the right amount of nutrients at the right time easily, then the plants can use this energy very efficiently. From this, we can say that soil does not have any role in plant growth apart from providing support. With the advancement in the field of agriculture, we have developed newer techniques where we can grow crops without soil, and this is known as soilless culture. The techniques in soilless farming are substrate based farming with nutrient solution, hydroponics, aeroponics. Let us see what are the substances used for soilless farming. Coir fiber pith or coir dust has a property to hold large quantity of waters. It is used as a replacement for traditional peat in soil mixture or as a soilless substrate for plant cultivation. It is called coco pit because it looks somewhat like what peat is to peat moss. Coir waste from coir fiber industry is washed, heat treated, screened and graded before being processed into coco peat products. This is then further used for horticultural or agricultural application and also as industrial absorbent. Coco peat is used as a soil conditioner. Due to the lower levels of nutrients in its composition, coco peat cannot be used solely to grow plants. Additional nutrients has to be added and this will depend upon the plants which is to be grown. Coir is a substitute for sphagnum and peat because it is widely available and it is also environmentally friendly. It is also used as a growing medium in intensive greenhouse horticulture. Coir is used as a substrate to grow mushroom and also as a substrate for terrarium. The substrate used for soilless culture. The first one is coco peat. Coco peat is a growing medium which is made up of coconut husk. It has an ideal pH of 5.7 to 6.5. Electricity conductivity 1 ms per centimeter, which makes it ideal as a substrate for soilless culture. It is made up of fibrous coconut husk. The husk is washed, dried and sieved to get devoid of any contaminants. Rock wool. It is made up of molten rock spun into long glass-like fibers. These fibers can be loosely known as flock or compressed into bricks or cube. It readily absorbs water and has a decent drainage properties. It is sterile and thus does not harbor any contaminants. It can be reused. Vermiculite is a phyllosilicate material that has been obtained by digging the ground. It gets bigger when it is heated and changes into material which looks like worm. It has a very good water holding capacity, so it is used in soil of plants, in pots, and helps to grow seeds. Vermiculite grains are spongy in nature and are also used in hydroponics as material for roots of plants to hold on to. The next is perlite. It is amorphous volcanic glass formed by hydration of obsidian. Perlite is lightweight, porous, inert, physically stable, and has a neutral pH. It is also non-toxic. It is made by heating silica until it expands like popcorn. It has a ability to retain water and keeps the plant roots aerated. It also has a good drainage capacity. It can be reused, it is inexpensive and can be used as lightweight filler. The drawback is that it can be easily washed away during floods. Lightweight expanded clay aggregate or expanded clay. It is made by heating clay to around 1200 degrees Celsius in a rotatory kiln. The gas generated expands the clay by forming thousand small bubbles which are of honeycomb structure. It is approximately round or potato shape due to the circular movement of kiln, and it is available in different sizes and density. It is used in agriculture and landscape. It can alter soil mechanics. It is used as a growing medium in hydroponic system since blending with other growing medium such as soil and peat, it can improve drainage, retain water during periods of drought, insulate roots during frost, and provide roots with increased oxygen level and promote very vigorous growth. It is mixed with heavy soil to improve aeration and drainage. Let us see advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of soil-less farming includes efficient use of water, that is, more crops per drop. Water wastage is also nullified. As the system is controlled with all the parameters, it makes it more efficient. It uses less space, which leads to more crop per acre. The crops produced by soil-less farming are better in quality and also has increased shelf life. Clean and hygienic environment promotes high quality and nutritious produce. Utilization of nutrients is also efficient as all the nutrients are directly dissolved in water. Plants can be grown on rooftop, backyard, or any space where non-availability of soil for farming was a problem. It has automated operations like fertigation and pest management. It promotes faster growth, early harvest and year-round production of some crops. The main disadvantage of soilless farming is expensive, it requires high maintenance, and it also requires some knowledge and expertise. So, in this educational resource, we have seen what is soilless farming, its advantages, disadvantages, and the substrate which can be used for the cultivation of crops without soil. In the next resource, we will talk about next two types of soilless culture, that is hydroponics and aeroponics. Hope you have learned something new and enjoyed the resources. Thank you.